My name is Sandra, and if you're new here, welcome. And if you're returning or a subscriber, welcome back. So we're just gonna get right into it. You know, I haven't been on here in a few weeks, and I should have put this video out like a couple weeks ago. So sorry, my bad, y'all. I got another one coming right after this one. This one after this will be more fall looks, so I'm on top of it. I will be working on that this week actually. But this one is from August 31st. So we're starting on that day, Sunday, August 31st. And this was a beautiful Sunday look. I just put on a mesh dress on top of a black tank and some black kind of like capri pants with some loafers. Very chic. You know, everybody's wearing the mesh right now. I love this dress. I hadn't wore it yet, and I have some other ideas for it, but this was more of a, I would say, laid back look. I'm going to go more maximalist when I wear it next time. You know, people say, don't wear white after Labor Day, blah, blah, blah. You know, I wear everything. I wear what I feel. So I might feel like leather in the summer. I might feel like wool in the summer. I might feel like white after Labor Day. I just really feel like if you really like the look, wear it. You know where everything came from. The white mesh dress was from Shein, and I believe that was in an extra large. The tank was also from Shein, and so were the capri pants. The pants are in the extra large. The purse was a gift from years ago. I don't even think they have that one specifically anymore, but I'll find some dupes or some alternatives and list it all in a description box. The loafers were in a size, I believe, 10, and those came from Shein as well. So Monday, September 1st. So my Generation X, you're gonna love this one. This one is for us. You know, I do theme outfits sometimes, and when I was putting this outfit together, my sister and my daughter saw my shirt, and they were like, who is that, Busta Rhymes? They didn't know who it was. You know, they made their jokes, they laughed, they kikied. And I had to introduce them to The Last Dragon. So this outfit, I had the nostalgia to do something Last Dragon, you know, that nostalgia moment. And I found a Last Dragon t-shirt, and I was like, oh, I need some good pants for this, you know. So I found these leopard pants with these red stripes on it, and I just, oh my God, this made me so happy, this whole outfit, because I wore a Chinese takeout crossbody purse with this. So, you know, they didn't understand any of the reasons why I was putting the pieces that I was putting with this shirt. They didn't understand it because they never saw the movie. So of course, you know, I made them sit down and watch it. And at first they were cracking up, they were laughing, and then they got into it. And when it was off, you know, once, you know, Bruce Leroy won and the glow was on him and all of that stuff, they cheered, they loved it. And then when they saw me in my outfit, it all made sense, you know. It was like, okay, I get it. They saw, because on the shirt it says some of the sayings from the movies or some of the quotes from the movies. Like I said, this one just made me so happy. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you where everything came from. Shades, I found those on Fashionova, and they were a good price too. They might still be at that price. I think they were like $2 or something crazy like that. The t-shirt came from Shein, and I got that in a size large. It came from the men's section. The pants came from Fashionova in an extra large. I will say that the pants ran a little short for me. I am 5'9", 190 pounds, and those pants, I think they just missed it. Just by a little. They were just a little too short for me, but I wore them anyway. It was Labor Day. You know, we were in a house. It didn't matter. And the purse came from Shein, I believe. No, the purse came from Amazon. And the one on Amazon, they don't show that it does have a crossbody chain inside, but I pulled the chain out and I used that instead. The shoes are my Hobie Bears. Those are the wide box, like the wide toe box shoes. And those are always worn. I always wear those. And I think that's the whole look. Oh no, and then the necklace. So the necklace I found on Shein, it is customizable, So I had them put my name on it. Now it is a cheap necklace. It is not real gold, but just the look alone is just really nice to have. And the fact that they put my name on it for such a good price, why not? Tuesday, September 2nd, this day, my hair needed to be washed and I had to pull the old trusty wig out the closet and make it work, you know. This outfit, now I'm gonna tell you, I've had this for some years. Found it on AliExpress for a way better price. But I'll show you what she had on in the picture that made me want to buy this jacket. And I decided to just wear it that way on this day. I just had a few errands to run. It was a little rainy. I don't know. It was just like a rainy time. So I needed to put a coat on. And this one is very light. It's very thin. It was just enough so that I'm not soaked. You know what I mean? So, again, the look that I got it from was from the Vault by Sasha, and she had a Pinterest look, which made me, that's the whole reason why I went looking for this coat on AliExpress. And she doesn't sell this jacket anymore. That's another thing. So I'll put the link in the description box for this jacket. The white shirt was from Amazon in a size extra large. The pants came from Fashionova, but they don't sell them anymore. I will look for an alternative for those pants. The Goyard clutch was bought secondhand from Poshmark, and those are the same shoes I had on the day before, the Hobie Bears, and I just put some hoop earrings on. And most of the days, I would say, if you're looking at this and see like the same bracelets and things, it's Tiffany's. And I'll put the links, or I'll put the names of the jewelry from Tiffany's that I wear usually on a week-to-week basis. Wednesday, September 3rd. This day I decided to pull my jersey out. I am a Chicago girl. I'm from Illinois. I know I live in Florida, but yeah, the 34 had to come out. And I decided to, you know, spice it up a little bit. So I put on the oversized jersey. Let me tell you about this jersey first. So this jersey was in a bin, balled up in my husband's stuff. This he's had before he met me. And one day I'm pulling into the garage and I see one of the clear bins and I see this balled up jersey in there. And I'm like, what is that? I open up the bin and I, you know, see that it's a Walter Payton jersey. Are you serious? Balled up in the garage? Are you for real? So I took it out and I washed it and I had it on my side of the bed like, I'm wearing this, you know. And he could care less. I was just gonna frame it. I was just gonna put it in the, you know, he said he wanted to do like a, what do you call it? Like a man cave, which we live in Florida, so you'll never put it in a man cave. You'll never have a basement. I took his shirt, y'all. So I decided to wear it and spice it up a little bit. I didn't want to wear it with any jeans or anything like that, but I ended up putting shorts underneath. It's so big on me that it's kind of like a mini dress. And this day I put on, let's see. So I had on the jersey, my crossbody leather purse, and I had on some faux fox tails on the purse. I put on my feather earrings and my fringe boots. I thought this was such a cute look. And I did have on a pair of very short shorts underneath, which, you know, I just didn't want to have like bending over or doing something and then there's nothing underneath. So I did put those on to kind of cover just in case, you know, just in case I need that coverage. But I thought this was so cute. I love this. And I got some compliments on this day. So I'll go ahead and let you know where everything came from. The earrings, those were made by Pat. I always talk about Pat. I need another pair of earrings actually, but those were super cute. I like that color with this jersey. And I'll put her Instagram just in case you like them enough that you want to buy a pair from her. She does make them custom to whatever colors and styles that you want. So feel free to hit her up. She's really good. The jersey, like I said, that came from the garage. That was in my husband's mess of mess but I did pull that out, and I did try to look online and find some jerseys like that. So if you're interested, I did put some links in the description box. I did not find that exact jersey because his has like the 1985 and all the stuff in the bottom corner. I could not find that, and I think that might be a little pricey. But I did find some, I think, on the NFL shop, but I'll put those links in a description box for you again. The purse came from Amazon, and it is one of the real leather purses. It has that, I don't know, that smell. I don't like the smell. It doesn't smell like the leather smell when they put the shine on it. This is the one without the shine, and then it starts to tarnish, or whatever you want to call it. Not tarnish, but the leather starts to turn color. And then I put the faux tails on there. Those came from Shein, and the boots are from Amazon. I cannot remember the size I bought the boots in, but they weren't the actual size 10. You know, I always look at the centimeters when I'm buying stuff that's not from the US, because they never get our shoe sizes right to the point where they fit me. So I don't think they're size 10. I will put it up in, I'll put it on the screen, or I'll put it in the description box to let you know what size I got in those boots. But they were off. I do remember that. What else? I just had on my Tiffany jewelry, and I think, oh, and a pair of shorts that came from Shein. Like I said, they were kind of short, just stretchy, just some coverage, you know, so that if I did have to pick up something or bend over in any kind of way, nothing was showing. Thursday, September 4th. This day, I didn't have much going on. I just had a few places to run. I had to go pick up a few things. Like I said, not too much going on. So this day I just had on my Adidas jacket. I decided to wear a sheer skirt on top of my jeans, and I believe I had on sneakers that day. Yes, I had on my Y3 sneakers, high tops, and I put on the yellow purse just to give like an accent color to the outfit, because it was more black and white. So, and that day, that was pretty much the look. I did have on, let's see, some black and white sunglasses, and yeah, that was it. And I did pull my wig back on. I just been playing with my wig this week. You know, I'm trying to decide if I want to bring them back out, because the last few times before I stopped wearing them, I wasn't liking how the lace was looking on my head, but I was able to find some that weren't so bad. So yeah, we're playing with them again. Well, sunglasses, I'll just tell you where everything came from. Those sunglasses I've had for over 10 years, and I don't remember where they came from, but I know I ordered them online a long time ago when I was selling sunglasses. The Adidas jacket, that came from Poshmark. I will say, for the Adidas jackets, if you're looking for a lot of Adidas, I would say go on Poshmark first before you spend the big coin on buying it off the Adidas website, because this same jacket, I was looking at it on the Adidas website and it was like, I believe $66. I got it on Poshmark for $10. So yeah, Poshmark. Skirt came from Shein, and the pants came from Fashionova. Those are in a size, I think they're in a size 13. The purse I've had for a while, and that came from AliExpress. If it's still on there, because you know sometimes they take things down, but if it's still there, I will list it in the description box. And because I had on the Adidas jacket, I wanted to wear some Adidas, so I put on my high top Yamamotos, and you know I wear those a lot, but they don't sell them anymore, so I can't link them. But I believe they have, you know, different Adidas high tops that you can wear, or just whatever black and white shoe that you decide on. Friday, September 5th. This day we ended up going to the movies. I really didn't get dressed till later in the day. Decided we were going to the movies. I put on I found like a different type of white tee, I guess you would call it, or a white tank. I just wanted something different, you know, different shapes and sizes of the t-shirts and tank tops. I think sometimes that makes your outfit too. So this tank I found, and I thought this would look good with these pants. So let me tell you about these pants. I found these pants and I thought, oh my gosh, this is such a great price for these pants, because I actually saw them, and I guess they're a dupe of the Jean Paul's. They cost a lot of money. These did not, but they look so similar to the point where it's like, why pay that when I can just have these? And they have the same look, front and back, printed. Looks like a denim, but it's actually printed on a pair of white jeans. And then I just decided to pair these pants with some stack sneakers because they are pretty long. Again, I am 5'9", and these pants were kind of gathering at my ankles, which I love because that's hard for me to find. And I just put on my Goyard purse again. You know, sometimes, I think I said this before, if I've worn something during the week and it might still be sitting there, I'll just grab it again. So that's but the shirt, that was in an extra large. It came from Shein. The pants, now those were from Fashionova, and I believe they're in a 13. I did find these pants also on Shein, and they were the price was a lot better. But again, the reason that I'm so weird with Shein is because I don't know if the pants are long enough. So if you do decide to get them from Shein instead, make sure you look in the description and check the inseam to see if they're long enough for you before you buy them. The ones from Fashionova, as you see, they gather at my ankles if you're taller. So those right there, those are the ones. The shoes came from Shein, I believe. They also have them on Amazon, but I have those on, and I believe a 11 because they run a little tight. And of course, the Goyard again is from Poshmark. And the last look is Saturday. Let's see, Saturday, September 6th. Now this day, I don't know if you remember, but the last video I gave away this very skirt, and the woman that received the skirt showed me the picture, and she looked beautiful in it. Absolutely beautiful. I was like, oh, I gotta get my video out so I can let you see what mine looked like and how I wore mine as well. But this was such a cute look. You know, it was more of like a going somewhere, but not wanting to be super dressy. So I kind of did it like a streetwear style, I guess you would say. This was so me. You know, I love streetwear. That's kind of my thing right there, I guess you would say, but I wear everything. So this day I had on like some silver glasses. I had on a Muse t-shirt with a gold chain belt. And then of course that asymmetrical slit skirt, the fluffy purse, and some combat boots. I thought this look was fire. I'll let you know where everything came from. The sunglasses came from Fashionova, and I think they're on sale right now. I just had on some hoop earrings. Those are, you know, those like beauty supply. The Muse t-shirt came from Shein, and that's an extra large. The belt I've had forever, and they actually don't sell it anymore. It came from like an online boutique, and I don't even think the boutique is in. I don't think they're there anymore. I think I tried to look for it and it was nothing there. The purse is from Amazon. That one is still available, so I'll put the links in the description box for you. Of course, the skirt of the Awa, the asymmetrical slit skirt, which is also I feel like a dupe of another high-end skirt. This was from Shein, and I believe I got that in a size extra large or 12, 14. I decided to pair it with my DKNY combat boot, and I felt like that gave it the real edge that it needed for this outfit. So cute. And I think I did that because I saw like one of Janae Naylor's, and she had on some boots with her skirt, but I felt the boots gave it the edge it needed. Stay to the end. I want to thank you. This week was kind of edgy. I did something different, and I did that purposefully. Every time I got up, I wanted to wear something different. I wanted to throw something together that was something that, you know, I would love to wear, but I don't usually grab for. So I hope you like this one. This was a little, I guess you would say, more edgy and street style in this one. Let me know which one of the looks you like the best. I'm thinking I'm leaning towards the last one, but then I did like my first one. I don't know. Let me know which one you thought was the best one. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe this video. That gets me pushed out more so that I can make more videos. Hit the notification bell. That's another thing. I still don't have a set date because my life is so all over the place right now. If I told y'all all that was going on, good grief. But please hit that notification bell so you don't miss when I post. And again, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.